Good afternoon. Welcome to the West Side Story. I'm your host, John Casey. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please click the like and subscribe buttons. This will allow me to see who likes what and who doesn't. On the same vein, if you could please comment, again, favorable or unfavorable, just let me know what you think. It'll make determining what we talk about next much easier. Local crime report, there's a disturbing report this week on an event that happened at the 16th of this month at the Cabana Club on the corner of Wood Duck and Benton. And 9:38 in the evening, a person was arrested for violations, 11 charges placed, not only domestic violence, but sexual abuse and a number of other things. The report is on the city's arrest log, but it's the first time in a while we've had something that really requires attention happen locally. So jumping into the Supreme Court decisions, the first one was actually decided on June 30th of this year, so it's a couple of months old now. West Virginia versus the Environmental Protection Agency was the case, and at issue was the EPA's ability to set standards for more than one plant. I think everyone pretty much agrees that the EPA has a review right on a plant being constructed, and I don't think that was the question. The question was the EPA cannot promulgate rules across regions. That's a right reserved for Congress, and it has no business being delegated. It's a very important right, and I think the citizens need to stay on top of this. And just as a guess, the conservative majority on the Supreme Court has shown a bent towards preserving individual rights, because the next case we're going to talk about is another one, but in this case they're preserving the rights of the state over the federal government. If you read the 10th Amendment to the Constitution, it's very, very well written. It says basically, if it's not given to the federal government in the Constitution, it doesn't belong to them, it belongs with the states. So in a very real sense, this is a kind of going back to a more strict reading of the 10th Amendment. The second decision is Kennedy versus Bremerton School District. It's decided on the 27th of June and was revised on July 13th. Again, I don't see anything large in the revision. Situation here was we had a coach at Bremerton High School up in Washington who after the game would stop at the 50-yard line and say a prayer. There was a case, he was fired. They told him knock it off. He said, I'm not going to knock it off, and they fired him. And he sued, saying that he was only exercising his First Amendment rights when he was praying, and the students weren't forced to join him, so there was no coercion going on here. The Supreme Court agreed with him, said he shouldn't have been fired, and that his right to express his First Amendment rights without bothering anybody else was more important than the district's perceived right to stop him from practicing his religion. Again, this is another one that we're going to see, I think, quite a few repercussions from. The outcome of both of these will be much more than just the individual case. I think the Supreme Court is setting kind of a new tone. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. We've got people already saying they shouldn't be doing it. We've had protests in front of judges' homes. We had one clown who tried to actually carry out an assassination attempt. So obviously this is going to be very, very exciting and possibly very dramatic. All that I ask is that you keep an open mind about it, and let's see where these two decisions go. I promise the dogs will be back next week. I'm trying to work on getting actual clips from the county or the Humane Society to put into the video. Well, that's it for this week, and sorry about being a day late. I will be back next week. Thanks for tuning in. And again, if you liked it, let me know. If you didn't like it, let me know. And please stay safe.